Ah yes, the surprise hit, the movie that nobody saw coming, the runaway success that should not have been. When a movie like that comes out, you have to make a sequel because it's Hollywood, and let's be honest here, that's what Hollywood does. So you can generally go one of two ways, which is you make a fantastic movie like Terminator 2 or Aliens or The Godfather Part 2, or you can do something super duper unexpected. You can do, I don't know, Halloween Kills, where you suck the life out of the first movie and everybody kind of hates it. And then you can do another sequel called Halloween Ends, where Michael Myers is like barely in the movie and the villain is like his protege. Yeah, if you can tell, I'm still bitter about what David Gordon Green did with the Halloween series. Long story short, you can either make a great movie or you can make a crappy one. And Nobody 2 was one of those surprise movies that came out several years ago. And of course, the sequel is now upon us. Let's talk about what it does right and what it does wrong. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Before we get started, feel free to click on the subscribe button, notification bell. That way you know whenever I post new content. You can follow me on Rumble, X, and Instagram as well. I am on these social medias. Okay, I really liked Nobody when it came out. A couple things I really liked about it is it had an interesting premise, right? This older guy, Bob Odenkirk, kind of playing against type, and then beating the absolute crap out of people in like new, creative, and slightly gruesome and insane ways. Fantastic appearance by Christopher Lloyd at the end of that movie, where he's just like awesome and great. And the movie also was like an hour and a half, so it was kind of like really compact and they crammed a lot into a small amount of time, and I think it really excelled at that. So a couple things the sequel does well is it takes that same kind of concept, but it takes our hero out of his element. He is, after the first movie, he is now like back just living the assassin life on the side, trying to repay debts from the first film. And as a result, he gets kind of burned out. His wife is probably thinking about leaving him because he's never at home. She's home like waiting there with dinner, and he's out there snapping dudes' necks and setting things on fire and just ending people in horrible ways to make money. And so he decides like, hey, let's go on vacation. We're going to go to this super cheesy kind of water park, amusement park combo with cottages and hotels that I went to when I was a kid. And it's really dumb and it's really crazy. And of course, it is a front for an enormous criminal organization. And so the movie like takes that and just runs with it. And again, very slim, hour and a half, in and out, gives you exactly what you want, exactly what you need, and then it's done. The challenge is that the surprise is gone, right? You can't really do this twice because the first one was like, oh, this is really interesting and cool. So the second one does continue to play up the kind of like, who the hell is this guy beating up all of my trained Russian super soldier terrorists? And so the movie has like its strengths because it does what it does very well, but the shock and awe and surprise of that has now dissipated because we've seen this before. So I don't think this is Terminator 2. I don't think this is like vastly superior to the original. I will say Colin Hanks is like completely against type as this absolute scummy piece of shit sheriff. And then you have Sharon Stone, who's like really old now and is just insane in this movie. And I like that she just goes all out and they were clearly like, listen, dude, you're Sharon Stone. You're an actress that's a legend. Just go nuts and everybody's going to love it. And she's a great villain because she really does play it up and brings like just the right amount of kind of over the top and cheesiness and dedication to the role. So I really like Nobody 2. It's hard to say if it's better than the original. It's very similar. Again, having that like new, like fresh new car smell is now gone. So that is really the only major challenge that the movie has. I think everything else it does pretty well. It's got its series of like laugh out loud moments and dudes are getting fingers chopped off and heads blown off and sliced in half and grenades and landmines. It's all there. So Christopher Lloyd has a minigun and mows a bunch of dudes down. It's great. If you like these kind of movies, you will love Nobody too. So thanks so much for watching the video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you next Saturday at 9 a.m.